you told me, Michelle,
Uh-oh. What did I tell you now?
I never would cold call anybody. So you've done this all without, because every new agent gets into the business and they're like, hey, you've got to cold call, get on these
Mhm.
phones, start cold calling people, expires, FISBOs, neighborhoods. Get your business. Like, what do you guys do?
We don't cold call.
Yeah, I know.
We don't do that. You know what? It's a lot of the times it just happens very organically. Like Michelle will literally talk to anyone, anyone.
Oh, yeah, I
you-
do.
And so it doesn't matter where we are. We're going to talk about real estate to whomever. And a lot of the time it leads to just making connections and it just kind of happens organically. So we're just always talking about real estate to everyone all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think it's important to just be able to talk to as many people as possible, but not about real estate. Like I genuinely love people and I love their story. And I love, talking about their family and their past and everything. Real estate will come naturally because guess what? Eventually they're going to ask me,
What do you do?
"What do you do?"
Yep.
You're so sweet. What do you do? You know what I mean? And that's when it's like, oh, by the way,
Right.
just real quick. But, I mean, as far as cold calling, it might work, for people. But for me, we're in the business of talking. We're in the business of relationships. We don't hide behind our phone and texting. I want people to see us. This costs a lot of money to keep purple hair this color. We need to show it off. So yeah, not I mean, and Anna's correct. It does happen organically. A lot of, I would say probably 90% of clients will reach out to us. They're looking for us
That's
Mhm.
awesome.
based on, our profile online,
Yeah.
or our reviews.
Yeah.
They'll reach out
Yeah, we work hard for that.
very hard. It's very important.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys give the full service,
Yeah, definitely.
Well, I know one thing that you are really good at because I see it and then I think about it, for other people, but you genuinely care about people, right? Every time I see you, there's always like, how are you doing? You like look right to you. But I also see like on, social media, because everybody talks about social media and how important it is. And I know you guys do some of that, but more than that, I see that you're always right there. Anytime I post something, you're like, happy birthday to my dog who just turned 6 yesterday, but
Happy
birthday.
yeah, but you're always right there for those moments and you're consistent always doing that. And I could just assume that you do that with everybody that's your friends and all that kind of stuff that keeps you top of mind and that you care and they want to reciprocate that kind of a
Yeah,
feeling.
morning routine is very important to me.
What do you do in the morning?
Yeah.
I drink a lot of coffee.
What time do you wake up? Ish.
5:45, 6-ish. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm an early riser, but I have coffee and I do my thing in the morning. I it's very important to go in and wish everybody, every one of my Facebook people, a happy birthday,
Yeah.
including your dog.
Yeah.
Um I try not to stay on social media like a lot during the day, but the morning, absolutely. That's when I reach out to everybody. I will make it a point to contact my clients. If I notice they're having an anniversary or a birthday or whatever, and I'm constantly reaching out and just letting them know, hey, and it's never real estate. That's
Mhm.
the thing.
Yeah.
Like, because it's not real estate first to me. Like I said, I genuinely care about people. So thank you for recognizing that.
Yeah.
Wow, I work really hard to do that.
Yeah.
I really do. But thank you.
I know you do because it's a lot of work. That's why people don't do it. But you care
Yeah.
and you want to let people know you care. And so, it takes work to do that, especially nowadays, because everything is just a text or a Facebook post and there's very little engagement. It's just a heart button. And, to heart it is one thing, but to actually take time out of your day and say something and being on the receiving end of it, you feel good. So, You
Well,
know,
and
I think
it's
it's
nice
important.
to reciprocate that,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know. People will go on vacation and, they work very hard. I know how hard it is to post stuff and to edit things and do everything, Insta worthy or whatever. That takes time. But I recognize that because I know. And if I see picture after picture, beautiful, I think Esther, when you were in Greece,
Mhm.
those beautiful photos. I was
Time.
like, "Oh my God, I'm living vicariously
Aw.
through you." I think I mentioned that, and I
Yeah.
and I was like,
And vice
"Wow."
versa. Like I'm always trying to same engage in your stuff
Mhm.
and yours. You guys do amazing posts and videos.
Yeah, that's
So
Anna's specialty. She's really
Yeah.
good at
I
that.
loved her when she was on her kick of, or for a while. I don't think you're doing them anymore, but those voiceovers or whatever.
Oh,
and you're doing
yeah.
I got too busy.
The edits and stuff like
Michelle
that.
has some good ones
I
too.
got
The
too
little
busy,
copper
yeah.
voice one. That was
Oh,
pretty
gosh.
hilarious.
Which one?
She did this like voiceover little police one.
And
was
it didn't
pretty-
even match up.
It looked great.
It's hard to match
I
it.
was
She does so
laughing.
good at matching it. It's so hard to match it.
It
Yeah.
is hard to
Not that
match
I've
up,
ever tried.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
yeah, I just got too busy, so I kind of had to put it on the back burner. But I still, it's something that I just really enjoy, and so I still always want to do it. I just haven't made time.
And
for it.
piggybacking to that, it's like the personal touch in real estate, right? Everybody
Mhm.
likes to feel special,
Mhm.
and it goes along with the little details that matter.
Yeah, I
So,
agree.
yeah,
Yep.
that's awesome.
So we're in a different time right now that I think that, with the market in general. And, I think as realtors, people that are in the industry, I think most people have a good understanding, but people on the, that aren't in real estate, our customers and people like that, they don't. What are your thoughts on the market right now? Interest rates are what, 8%? Um, Prices aren't really going down all that much, which they technically should be given the interest rates in general, but they're not. So, what are your thoughts on the market today? Is it a good time to sell? Is it a good time to buy? And what do you think is going to happen in the future?
Anna, go grab her crystal ball.
I know. Hold on, let me grab the eight ball.
Go grab
Yeah,
it.
yeah. I'm gonna
Shake it up.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you answer this, Anna, because I feel like we just had a conversation about this. So
Oh gosh, I mean the market. Any time that you can get into the market is a good time because as a buyer, it's like it's never going to be perfect. But if you are ready, then that's the best time for you, regardless of the interest rate, regardless of the price. As buyers right now, we have quite a few in escrow, but they're managing to get a lot of things that they wouldn't have gotten if the market had been different, right? So we're talking closing costs, we're talking rate buy downs, we're talking new HVAC systems,
a new roof.
yeah.
Ooh,
So
awesome.
a lot of things that they would not get if the market was different, right? But so that's what makes it good for a buyer right now. Yes, you're paying the higher, interest rate, but you're getting a lot also in return.
Right.
And you're getting in, right? That's the main thing. Once you're in, then you can start building equity.
Yeah. It's that saying a good deal today is a great deal in 30 years or 20 years or whatever.
Exactly. So, and then on the seller side, I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like it's definitely, it's good time for sellers too. I would say probably 80% of our clients, our sellers, are moving out of state.
Yeah.
Which fantastic. Good for them. They made a lot of money. They're taking it. They're buying something cash in Arizona, Nevada, Texas,
Montana, Colorado.
yeah, all over.
All over.
But the beautiful thing is we've got so many out-of-state referral partner agents
That's awesome.
where it doesn't matter, because we're getting a piece of the pie and we are making sure that our clients, our customers are getting the best quality of customer service across the board,
Yeah.
even in Texas
Yeah.
or whatever, wherever they are. So, yeah, I mean, as far as the market, yeah, it is different. But I believe change is so good.
Mhm.
It makes the stronger, like the strong, even stronger.
I agree.
And let the crybabies go find a 9-to-5 job. I'm good.
Yeah.
It's just, it's how well are you going to be able to jump those hurdles? Because we have hurdles, it's just, how are you going to do it?
Yeah.
And now's the time to just get creative, you know?
Yeah, and I like the fact that you guys have that relationship with out-of-state agents. So you're building
Oh yeah.
that constant referral base.
Mhm.
It's not just in-house in California, let's just say. It's
No,
everywhere.
everywhere. Mhm.
That's
And
cool.
it's coming and going, right? So they
And-
refer to us, we refer to them.
Exactly. And that's important, right? Like building those relationships, not just with your clients, but with other agents for those that don't know.
Mhm. Yeah.
You know, keep those relationships strong.
Yeah. Anna, I mean, actually, we just got funding confirmation and hopefully recording soon here so we can go drop off some keys this evening.
Awesome.
Make another cool
TikTok
video.
Yeah.
But Anna, explain where that came from.
Yeah, that was an agent from Colorado. No,
No,
Arizona.
Arizona.
Arizona. Sorry, I got confused.
That's
the other one was
cool.
Colorado.
Yeah.
No,
It was
yeah,
Arizona.
Arizona. So she found me on online and reached out and said, "Hey, I have these people who are RNs. They make good money. They have good credit. They just sold their house in Arizona. They're coming back to Chino Hills, which is like my area, and they'd like to use you." And met with them, and they're in escrow and about to close.
14-day escrow, baby.
Very
But,
nice.
14 VA, like that.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah,
that is-
VA.
Yes.
15,000 under.
So you get the referral off social media. Do you say a lot of your presence now is getting stronger on the social media side versus, I mean, obviously the personal touch, but are you getting also a lot of referrals from like Instagram specifically, like different?
I'd say all the platforms.
platforms?
Yeah.
I
Okay.
agree. Yeah, it's all platforms.
That's nice. Got to be, you can't be out of sight, out of mind, right?
No, no.
If you're not
Yeah.
online, you don't exist.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's really cool. Because I've noticed seeing like a lot of agents, at least on my end of the operations side of things, like agents are starting to let go of the Facebook, but I still encourage it.
Yeah,
I feel like that's still, a strong platform.
It's
you
the
know,
older
to have.
demographic. Yeah.
Yeah.
The people who are downsizing.
Yeah. So I was curious to see where it's specifically, those that are getting social media, referrals or clients, is it more on a specific one or is it in general,
I think it's everything.
Yeah.
Anna's right. Yeah.
You got to be across the board because
Yeah.
every platform has a different audience. So
Correct. But I'm
Mhm.
noticing, like you said, the newer generation is just, it's less and less Facebook. And I'm like, stay on there and
Right.
get on LinkedIn too. You're going to
Mhm.
Right.
find strong clients off
So
there.
you got to, if you're looking for newer, younger clients, then you go to TikTok.
Right.
So when I post on every single platform
Mhm.
separately.
Got it.
Yep.
Nice.
And so you'll see the same thing because I want it to be uniform.
right.
What they see on Instagram, I want them to be able to go on LinkedIn and see that same thing, but then also Google me and see the same thing there too.
Yeah.
So it's just consistency.
Yeah.
A lot of people just do it one time and they think, oh, this is great. But
Yeah.
Keep posting.
It's years. in the
I
making.
tried going to the gym one time
that one
and I'm
time at
still
the
not
gym.
fucking skinny. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Me either.
We're all
Um, so we have a little segment that we've kind of put together. It's 5 questions.
5 questions.
okay.
Okay. So we're gonna, we want to keep everyone entertained and we just
Okay.
want to hear like the raw shit that goes on in real estate.
Oh.
like
Okay.
the fun stuff. We hear about like the normal, like how to get into business, but we want to hear like your craziest story. Like, what is your craziest client? Like, what is that one client that you will just never forget about that you're just like, oh my God, like I could either kill them or they just like,
Well, how about they
Made your
almost
day.
killed me?
what?
Yeah. So this client was just a lot to deal with, and it was 4th of July weekend.
Well,
and-
back
This last
up.
4th of July?
Back up,
Yeah.
Anna. Let's briefly explain how you got that client.
Oh, okay. So I had a listing on Isadora,
Mhm.
and my sign was up in the neighborhood, and they saw my sign. So
Mhm.
they also had a parent, a family home on that same street that they needed to sell. So it was a sign call.
Okay.
So I ended up having 2 listings on the same
That's
street.
cool.
But
Awesome.
Goals.
but I almost died.
oh man.
Because we were very, very close to closing. I think we were going to close July 6th. They went out of town July 4th. The house was still not empty, even though we had clearly communicated that they needed to empty the house. Anyway, long story short, there was a lot of paint cans, like old paint cans, that you can't just throw that away. You have
No.
to take it to the proper recycling place. And I don't know if you know this, but you can only carry like a certain amount at a time. Like I don't even remember what
In
the
your
number-
vehicle.
Yeah.
Oh, really? I did not know that.
Yes.
Only 10 or something at a time because it's a hazard. Like, if you get
I
in a
did
car
not know
accident,
that.
it's flammable.
It's like a federal offense
Yeah.
if you've got more than like 5 paint cans in your
That's
car.
crazy.
so
You have lethal weapon in your car,
Yeah.
literally.
Yeah.
So we were having a heat wave, and here I am schlepping these paint cans out of the house, only 10 at a time. So it took me 4 trips. Then I still had to come back and empty out. I had to install the smoke detectors in the house because they were missing, and so we had to put those in. And then the attic space above the garage still had like trash and things left in it, and so I had to go up there and clean it out and make sure that a refrigerator got picked up and just all kinds of things because the client
So you were the mover.
the client refused to do it. She said, "I'm done.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm done," is
Yeah.
what she said to me. And I was like, I cannot in good conscience turn over a home that has our name attached to it to a new buyer
Right.
with all this stuff and trash and stuff in it. So anyway, so I ended up getting heat stroke. The guy that I had asked to please do me a favor and come pick up the fridge, he came, and he's actually the one who found me passed out
Oh,
on the
geez.
kitchen floor.
Oh my
And
gosh.
called me.
He called her.
I was in Arizona.
Yeah.
Michelle, we've got a problem. I said, what's the problem? Anna's laying on the floor. Well, is she breathing?
Did you
You
call
alive?
911?
Yeah.
Did you call? What's going on?
That was
Like,
my first thought.
yeah.
Like, call 911.
Yeah. And then he's all, yeah. I asked if she was feeling okay. And she said, yeah, she was feeling fine. And then she kept doing what she was doing. But then she turned white and fell on the floor.
And did you
I
just-
was like,
oh my God.
he's all, yes, I called 911.
Oh,
And
okay.
then next thing you know, I could hear the sirens and they
Yeah.
were there to pick up Hannah.
Yeah. And then what happened when you told the seller that the ambulance, because she had cameras in the house, so she could see.
She
the
could see
ambulance
everything.
had come.
So
I can just imagine her
Yeah.
like looking at the camera, like, what is going on?
well,
I think I still have that text message from her. So I thought it would be
Ew.
important to send her a text message and let her know, why do you have the entourage of 911 and first responders in front of the
Right.
house?
Yeah.
And you know what she said? She said, I told Anna not to go in the rafters because it was hot. That was it.
Wow.
Not like, oh, I'm so sorry to
Is
hear
she
that.
okay?
Anything.
Nothing. Wow.
I told Anna not to go in the rafters because it's hot.
Wow.
This is why we didn't want to do it.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So
Awful.
I had to subtract from my commission check the ambulance fee.
As you should.
Yeah. No. But imagine. Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
crazy. That's all she said.
Mhm.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Well,
crazy.
I'm happy
experience.
you're here.
I'm
and
alive.
I'm happy you're
I'm
okay. And I'm
hydrated.
happy someone found you.
Yeah.
'cause-
Yeah.
Thank God. for-
Yes.
For that
Yeah.
guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So crazy. I mean, man, this business is hard. Like we have some crazy shit that we deal with. I mean,
Yeah.
Anna's a pro at fence hopping.
I've heard of that. So those
Dude.
stories, she gets to
I saw the
hop.
video.
Tune into yeah,
You know what?
YouTube.
66,000 views on that one.
See?
Wow.
Yeah.
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 Like I think this might be almost borderline famous. So, but she's really good at hopping fences.
And
I think in the same month it was
heels or no
3
heels?
times.
No, into shoes.
Yeah, crazy. But yeah, it's just never a dull
Yeah.
moment.
No.
And I mean, there have been times where we've had clients try to fire us.
Well,
And-
Well, that was going on to leading to my next question. I want to hear
Oh.
the craziest deal. So,
oh yeah.
what-
Okay.
what does that
Well,
go
we
into?
actually have one now. So
Yeah, currently.
she it's a mother and a daughter. And
I keep saying Grey Gardens. If anybody knows that movie, Grey Gardens, it's
No.
exactly this.
you should probably see it.
Yeah.
I'm about
Yeah.
to.
Yeah.
Put a link. Grey Gardens.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyhow, it's a mother and a daughter, and daughter was running the show. Property was previously listed with 3 other agents.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I didn't reach out to them. I do not call,
How-
cold call,
how did they get
or call expired.
How'd they find you?
They found me because they read my reviews, and apparently I had something about patience. I don't
I
know.
like how she said specifically,
Like
apparently
patience.
patient.
Yeah, I'm not sure. But yeah, they reached out to me and I was like, okay, I'll be right over. So we go and it started off really good. But then, and we did everything because we're not talkers. Like I mentioned before, we do everything. We are not going to underdeliver and overpromise anything.
Mhm.
So, I mean, literally, we were there, had the listing agreement signed. Anna was already scheduling the appointment with the photographer. We had
The
that
sign.
scheduled. The sign was installed the following day because we were trying to get
Movers and
this.
goers, yeah.
Yeah, we needed to do this. We promised we would have this all from start to finish, start to going live on MLS within a week. And I think we did it in 5 days.
Mhm.
So anyway, we did that, an open house and everything. And, I believe the property was overpriced slightly. And we explained that. But, it's not like we can beg somebody to submit an offer. So then the emails start or the text messages start coming from the daughter. I mean, literally rip me a new ass. I mean, these were such psychotic text messages. I
Wow.
have them. Like I literally could read them to you.
Much as I want to say yes.
It was crazy. Like
Wow.
I
Bipolar.
never
Mm.
absolutely
Oh, wow.
so bipolar. So anyway, she tried to fire me the first time. They tried to fire
The
me.
daughter.
The
Yeah, the daughter.
How
But
long
the-
into it did she try to fire you?
7 days.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
After you just did everything you
Yes.
promised and
Yeah.
then
Yes. Yeah. So this was within 7
7
days. And then it took everything within my well-being to not respond.
Yeah. I was
Anna was
"Don't,
like,
did you grab the phone
don't
and everything?
text
Like
because I was ready to just
rip her back in the asshole.
100%. And so I didn't respond. And then I think it was like
a
3
day."
days.
Yeah, a few days later.
A few days later,
Mom.
Oh, you
mom
left her
chimes
on
in.
red. That
I
had to
left
piss
her.
off
Oh
even
yeah.
more.
Well, because I was constantly there, right?
Right.
So if I don't respond, okay, something's wrong. So, this was good call on Anna because this is Anna. Don't say anything. Just don't respond to any of that. Okay, I didn't, And so then the mom, which mind you, the daughter isn't even on
the contract.
the title.
Yeah.
Okay, like has no say. Okay, this house is paid free and clear, all their money is tied up
Right.
in the house. And so mom then sends me this apologetic text message. Oh my God, I'm so sorry for my daughter and blah, 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 blah. And then
Will you still be our realtor?
will you still be our realtor?
So you have
Let
one
me
trying to
think about
fight
it.
and the other
All right, whatever. Okay. Well, I mean, then we go through the whole, open houses and all the things. And then she tries to fucking fire me again.
The daughter?
The mother.
The
mom
mother
now.
this time.
So
Mom
now
now.
the mother flips?
Now the mother
Yeah.
flips and now the mother wants to fire me. So my response, then I respond.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, okay, dude. Because I already told Anna I was ready to fire my own client
Right.
because I was done.
Yeah.
There's a form of verbal abuse and I was
Right,
getting it.
absolutely.
And so she says, due to personal issues, I need to pull my house off the market. And we've got a contract with her until February. And so I told her, that's fine. I just need to run it by my broker since my broker owns all of my transactions, including this one. And then I'll get back to you and let you know what he says. So her wheels start turning,
Mhm.
like, oh shit, I got a broker.
Because no one's ever said that to
Yeah.
her.
Oh, no.
This is all new news. to
What's
her.
going to happen now? Then I said, I'm pretty sure my broker's going to come after you for, some money for investing in marketing, photography, all the things, and then I left it at that. Well, a couple days after that, she says, well, I think we need to do a price increase.
After you just said it's
Increase?
overpriced.
Increase.
A
yeah.
price increase.
Increase.
We're
She
going
just
to increase
advised her
the
it was
price
overpriced.
$20,000. Okay, well, that's fine. Let me send you a modification of terms. I increased the price. Didn't have any offers, no interest
Nothing.
at the original price. We're going to
Oh
increase
my
it 20,000. Okay. All right, pumpkin. Okay, so then we increase it. We go through, we schedule another open house. She cancels the open house. We got personal issues,
No
weather,
shit.
whatever, pool, every excuse. Okay. Then we get an offer, a full price,
Cash.
all cash,
Wow.
10-day offer.
Yep.
Mhm.
Ask me what she did.
She turned it down.
Uh-huh.
Are you serious?
She turned a full price, all cash,
Cash
10-day
offer.
offer down. She said because she doesn't have a place to live. Bitch, I can find you an Airbnb.
I got one right here.
I got one in Joshua Tree, as a
Wow.
matter of fact. Camp Sunburst. I can accommodate. So she turned that down.
So what did she think when she listed it? Like, I'm not going to move out of this house, not knowing, hey, I have to move eventually. when it
No,
closes?
she knows she has to move. She
Well,
I mean,
I'm
obviously.
curious as to just vaguely why did she tell you she was selling?
they're
Why
trying
she-
to downsize.
They're trying to downsize.
Downsize.
It's way too big of a house for a mother and a daughter and a few little rescue puppies. Which it is. It's a lot of house. It's a beautiful home.
Yeah.
But anyway, so she turns down the offer. Then we had 8 showing time requests. Asked me if she approved any of them.
Oh my goodness.
No.
Yeah, she kept declining. Decline.
Then she tells us after, at this point, I have nothing to say to you. So then she reaches out to us and says, would you please schedule an open house? But due to all of the, how did she say it? Due to
All
all
the tragedies happening in the world.
in the world, we need you and Annabelle to be there
Yeah, for the safety of her
for the
home.
safety of her home.
I was like, what are we
What
gonna do?
Wait a second.
The Taliban's coming to La Quinta.
And somehow we're gonna stop it. I don't
Wow.
know.
So we plan to do open. Well, I plan to be there on Saturday.
I'm not
She's
going.
not going.
Oh my god.
This is
So-
this Saturday.
That's a Saturday.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Well, tomorrow I'm going to text her and ask her if she plans on canceling
Because she might.
because she might. And
Because
I'm
of all the
okay with
tragic
that.
That's going on. In the
There's
world.
so much tragedy. I
So
think
she
we
might.
should probably cancel.
It's probably.
We might.
And I'm still dumbfounded with this cash offer, turning
Yeah.
it down after you increased it 20,
Yes.
and they
And
10-day cash.
Yes.
Mhm.
And then after she declined, turned down the offer, then she wanted to go shopping for homes.
Yeah. So Anna showed her in Indio. Okay. Too bad Coachella wasn't going
I
on.
know.
But showed her multiple houses
They were all too small.
and wanting and saying that she had to go look at houses, but we don't have an offer.
Is she
We have
just
nothing.
bored, or like, is this her entertainment?
I
hour?
really think she's fucking with us.
Wow.
So that's a crazy story.
Yeah. Well,
It's a pretty good one.
And you're still in it.
Yeah.
And we're
Yeah.
still in
And
it.
the
And we're
drama
doing open
continues.
house on Saturday.
it's ongoing.
But dude, you never know. Tragic might hit. So
I'm bringing my sage.
right, the Palo Santo. Let's.
I
go.
am. Yes.
So man, well, switching gears from that crazy one, what would you say is the most like easiest sell you've had? It's been, oh my god, if every freaking client was like this.
The Foxwood.
Yeah. I honestly, I would say a good large percentage of our transactions
Pretty
are
smooth.
so smooth and so
Just love that.
easy.
I'd almost say that last one that you just got with the VA just calls you,
Yeah,
move
that
it here,
one for
14
VA,
days, it's done.
Well,
No?
no,
I
I
mean-
mean that part was, but they were
That's quick.
previously in escrow for a different home. So
Yeah.
this is our second escrow with them.
Yeah. Yeah. We had a couple of,
But still, just getting that VA approval real quick, that turnaround time.
it was a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a good
'Cause I've
one.
had a
We-
few VA buyers where I'm like, all right, we can maybe push it a little sooner than 30 days, but 14 is
Mhm.
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, that was a good
Yeah.
one. We had Foxwood, I think, was a really good one. They had multiple offers on that. I just really built rapport with the listing agent and whatever I possibly could do,
Love about relationships.
oh my gosh, everything. So he and I are actually good friends and we talk often. So now, but yeah, this was just a mom of a buyer that reached out to me and read some reviews and was like, dude, I need you to help my daughter. She's been working with a realtor and they had submitted an offer on another property. I said, you know what? Not to worry. She's like, well, but we don't see anything that we like out there. I took exactly the criteria of the home that she had submitted the offer on with this other agent. And I found another house identical. And sure as shit, Anna writes up an offer. I build rapport with the agent. Literally, what, within a week, we had them out or in escrow on this property. And we were up against other offers too. And closed in what, how many days?
I think that one was 25.
Yeah, it was such a quick transaction.
Yeah.
And then the sellers were so sweet.
Yeah. That was the best part.
Nice.
Oh, it was so sweet. We met. It was like we were back east.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're familiar with how the house buying process is back east, but my God, it was so great. The listing agent was there. The sellers were there. The sellers walked with the buyers and showed them, this is how you do the sprinklers.
I've
This
had a
is how
similar
you do the
time.
pool
Yeah.
pump. And it was so great. Like, it gave me chills. So as soon as we left, we had to make sure and let the buyer know, guys, this just doesn't happen like this.
Mhm.
This is amazing.
Mhm.
They exchanged their numbers
that's
and it was
cool.
just so great.
It was really nice.
But I really do think that a transaction is a reflection on how your relationship started. Okay. Like, if you start with a client and it's just kind of like chaotic to
7
start,
days in, they want to fire you.
Yeah.
you know, you're gonna know how the transaction's gonna be. You
Mhm.
know, so I feel like most of our transactions are pretty smooth.
But that goes to show it's important who you work with, who represents you as a buyer or a seller, even because you even said they worked with the previous agent,
Yeah.
couldn't get them in.
Yeah.
Here you guys come in, save the world, get them in exactly the replica, you know, and you built that amazing relationship. And they were lucky to have that also same relationship with the seller.
Mhm.
You know, it's really important who you work with. And you guys are a perfect example of that, the full service and more.
Well, thank you.
You know,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, as I don't know, I feel like all of them are kind of smooth. Wouldn't you?
For the
say?
most part,
For the
yeah.
most
I think
part,
there's
yeah.
more good than bad.
Yeah.
Have you go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, I was just going to tell, like, when I was in a different industry, it was, and when I got into real estate, my biggest thing is my old job. Like, I was customer service, and, you know, always the customer. I mean, and they learned the game, like, of customer service and what they can get away with and things. Like, they would just do it and you'd have to just sit there and take it out. You're right, I'm wrong. You're right, I'm wrong, over and over again. And if they were mean, if they were rude, didn't matter. You still had to service them with a smile and all that kind of stuff. And for me,
Fuck that.
real estate and that idea of, like, I don't, I've done it. The very first time I did it, it felt amazing. I was in the client's house and we're talking, and he was just a, you know what? And I just looked at him and I said, hey, you know what? I I wish you all the best. I hope you get your house sold. Let me know, or don't let me know if I can do anything for you. And I left,
Why you're like,
you know,
Contact Michelle Clark.
and I just walked away from it. You know, it was such a just a great feeling to not
Yeah.
have to deal with somebody that's an ass or just going to disrespect you or belittle you or whatever it is
Yeah.
that they're doing. That could be for somebody else. It's not for me.
yeah,
And
you don't take the bullshit.
so because of that, though, the clients that I have had, it's a dream come true. Like, it's really fun to help somebody that's appreciative and they recognize you for what you're doing and all the hard work that you've done. And then when you deliver the house, or the seller, you're, as the selling agent, you're delivering the house, and the agent and everything is good, and the seller, and it's just a great feeling.
Yeah,
you
it's
know?
the complete package.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it fulfilling, I think.
Mhm.
versus having that other client on the opposite end. Have you guys had to fire a client?
Yeah.
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 What was that scenario like? Was it not?
It was fucking rad.
I want to hear. Let's share.
Go ahead, Anna.
I like how you just like Anna, tell it. Let's go.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember like the details of it.
'Cause I know we've all had to fire somebody at one point. you know,
Yeah.
it's-
So this house was gorgeous. It was $1 million home. They found us online, and right away we do the things that we need to do. We got marketing. We did we scheduled the open house.
Did the whole, wow, you look really familiar. Do I look familiar to you? You
What?
do.
Michelle
my
always knows
mind's
everyone.
wandering
Yeah.
right now. Who'd you date?
No.
So I don't even remember, but I think it's so the house had tax liens. That's what it was. The house had tax liens.
They had
on
a
it.
problem with spending.
Mhm.
So not just tax liens, but there were unpaid taxes. There were just mismanaged accounts. So all in all, spending problem.
A second, right? Like a silent second or something.
Yeah. And then maybe a silent third and fourth and fifth.
Anyway, so even though this was $1 million home and they had purchased it for much less than that, the equity that they would have gained from selling the home was not there because they had all these
liens.
Yeah.
You have to pay those liens before you sell a
right.
house.
They have to be settled for that.
Yeah.
And they just wanted to, get the saying that you always say, bleed. What do you say? You can't get blood out of a turnip.
Yeah. You can't squeeze blood out of a
okay.
turnip.
I'm like, that's her saying. That's what she always says.
Yeah, you can't.
So, yeah, it was just very unrealistic
Right.
that the amount of money that they wanted to achieve from the sale of this home. I mean, it was there to a certain extent, but it was not enough that they would be able to walk away with.
And
anything
they
in
were
their
in
pocket.
escrow on a replacement property in Tennessee
Mm.
and already put their EMD in too
Yeah,
That contingency.
with a new builder.
Oh man.
Oh.
yeah,
Yeah.
and ordered furniture. Like
And
she
just
all kinds of things.
they have spending problems.
Mhm.
So yeah, we had to fire them. Told them
Yeah.
to get their head out of their ass and call us when they find their head out of their ass. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
But sometimes you got to do it, Sometimes you got to be the bearer of bad news and just say it like it is. Like we
You have to.
That's the thing. Like we don't cherry coat. We're very transparent. We're not a beat around the bush. I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear.
right.
Okay.
It's
Like
your time. It's you're
I'm-
putting all your time and effort into
yeah,
it. So
we're not
yeah,
about
don't go
that.
waste it.
So
and we got good offers. We got good offers. On
oh
the home.
yes.
They just couldn't accept any of them.
Yeah.
dang.
It happens.
It does.
Yeah,
Sure
yeah.
does.
Next.
Next. Exactly. Moving on.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yep.
Man, I'm curious to see if they've even got more in depth. Now, do you know, like, did they owe on the home even if they would have closed escrow? Like, owe more?
Oh, on the Tennessee home?
Yeah.
Oh no, they fell out of
Yeah,
escrow.
they fell out.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's one of our referral partners in Tennessee. So
Now, yeah, is that
So
gal.
it was like a double.
Well,
she's yeah.
Now we're friends.
We're friends
because of that.
And as a matter of fact, we're in escrow with another one of my clients in Tennessee
That's
Different buyer,
cool.
with a different buyer. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yep.
Very cool.
Okay.
What's the next question?
So my next question to you guys is, what is the most valuable thing you've learned being an agent in this industry? Like, what that nugget you can give out there?
Mm.
We're all
I feel-
friends.
yeah. Well, I feel like there's just so many nuggets, but I feel like if I had to pinpoint one of the most important things in this business, I think it would be to not piss people off. This business is so small that your reputation is so important to get offers accepted, in a transaction. And I feel like that's to me, the biggest thing that I learned was not to piss people off. Granted, there are going to be people that may not do the business the way we do business, which that's okay. What works for them, good. We might not see eye to eye about certain things. That's okay. But it takes a really strong person to look past that and move on. Because what if I had to submit an offer on that person's listing again? They're going to have that constant reminder, oh my God, remember? So, and I think just being cool with people.
Yeah.
And treating everybody, all agents, the way we want to be treated. There's so much business to go around. We don't need to be cutthroat, we don't need to go there.
Mm-mm. Yeah. It's my pet
And
peeve.
yeah.
Yeah.
So to me, that's kind of my nugget. Anna, what's your
Yeah.
nugget?
I mean, kind of to add to that, and it's a similar vein, is, is to actually have conversations with people. And in communication, one of the things that you learn is that text is a very low form of communication, because
Very.
it's very easy to interpret it in a lot of different ways, depending on that person who's receiving it, their own mood, and whatever happened to them that day. So a text can be interpreted in so many different ways. So if you just call and talk to a person, then they're really going to know if you are sincere, heartfelt, care about closing the transaction, or they're more likely to accept if you're having an issue, to be flexible with you if
Right.
you take the time to have that conversation. So yeah,
Right.
just talk to people.
Yeah, I feel like we just actually had that situation recently, and it's so important just to be able to pick up the phone.
I feel like a lot of people, when there's conflict or there's a problem, they tend to put their head in the sand. They don't address.
Oh,
the
not
problem.
us. We don't do that.
I
That's my
know,
pet peeve.
but
I'd
yeah.
rather call you than text.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't do that.
Because of the personal touch, like you said, it gets, misinterpreted in text.
Yeah.
You could be happy, they could be sad. That conversation could go really south real quick.
Yeah. Well,
know?
and it's true. We dropped the ball. We actually overpromised and underdelivered this time.
It happens.
And we did. And that sucks. And, but just having a conversation with the other party and letting him know we fucking suck. Like, we don't do this.
Yeah,
Honestly, we don't.
It's not
Like,
normal.
oh my God, we're so sad. We are so sorry. But it is what it is. We've got a buyer and she is just freaking scared to lose a deposit. We can't remove all of our contingencies. I know that we submitted an offer trying to be all like puff chest, but yeah, we suck. We'll give it to you hopefully
But
tomorrow.
that's where your profession comes in. And hey, I acknowledge what I did or what we did as a team, and what the next step is.
Partnership.
Or I'm sorry, I apologize. Yeah, it's partnership. Gotta get that word out of my vocabulary. And moving forward, just what's the solution, basically, and like you said, communication's 100% important in our business.
Yep.
Without that, none of us, I don't think, could succeed in this business. And having that personal touch and conversation, the hard conversations that have to have.
Yeah.
So
I feel like that's probably one of the most important things I learned in this business was just, if you make a mistake, own up. People, no, we're not perfect. There's a lot of things that we could probably do differently, but just if we can learn from it and not do it again the next time, great, job well done.
Well, I think that's in everything. Just so many people are scared to mess up that they stay in inaction, and you guys are very much in action. Just do, and if it messes up, what we learn and we fix and we correct and we go forward. And I think that holds a lot of people back, and causes other people to, like we were talking about, not own up to it or go dark and not respond because something's going on and they don't want to have that conversation. It's but probably a symptom of your success.
Maybe, I feel like success is built in uncomfortable situations and we get uncomfortable.
I agree.
Oh, ask Anna.
Yeah,
We do very
That's
uncomfortable
where you grow and
things.
you learn.
Things that we are like, we can't believe it, but it's okay. And it's okay to make mistakes. There have been quite a few where it could have really been a problem. Somehow we always get out of it. But, if we just keep relationships strong with other agents or other people in our business, it's very important, to keep those solid.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, so with that being said, one more final question.
Oh,
This is fun.
I'm like,
I like this. I
Yeah.
like these
So
stories and, low key, high key. I want to see those text messages.
Oh, man. Yeah, I'll show them to you.
So with the transition of what you've learned now, what advice would you give to those entering into our industry of sales and real estate? What's the one thing you can say is, coming in to any brokerage, what's the piece of advice that you would give a new agent or an agent that's been in the industry for a long time that, like you said, get your head up out of your ass basically, and
Mhm. Wow, there's a lot of things. I just ask a lot of questions. So, I feel that it's important. First, you answer.
What do
Yeah.
I answer?
I don't know. First, you answer. I was getting some stage fright for a second.
she froze.
I did.
got
I was like, wait, what's the question? What are we doing here?
Yeah.
What advice would you give agents out there?
Yeah, you talk first.
I would say show up like it's your 9 to 5, because a lot of people in this business are in it for the flexible schedule. And
What's
yeah, so if you're not showing up every day to do something related to your business, then you're never going to have success. So show up every day. And then also, team up. My God, my phone won't stop ringing. Team up with learn from others. Maybe not, if you can't get a mentor, okay, but be around people who are more successful than you.
Absolutely.
And I guarantee that you'll be able to garner little things from them and learn a lot,
Yeah.
because you're never going to know enough.
Yeah. I agree. You can never stop learning. There's always something to learn.
Mhm.
So, yeah.
Well, and I think consistency.
Absolutely.
Far too many people think, okay, well, I'm going to Tom Ferry event. I'm going to jump up and down and do jumping jacks. I love you, Tom. I love you, Tom. But, my God, that's good for the first week, and then, nobody, you don't show up to the office, or you don't, do what you say you're going to do.
It's the action, like
So
you keep saying.
it is. And
You see us.
Yeah.
We're here.
We're here in the mornings.
this is the reason
Yes,
And
why.
not hanging out
and
by
they
the water
are.
cooler.
They're
No.
here early, late. Like, I see it.
Well, just
Yeah.
like I saw
Anna, yeah.
potential in Anna working at the front desk, because like I
Yeah.
mentioned, that speaks volume.
It does.
Doesn't matter whether you're even doing anything
You're showing up.
You're
being
just
consistent.
here.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I think it's just for new agents. Boy, it's hard for new agents. But I'm a firm believer that you can do whatever you put your mind to and fake it until you make it. Like, just fake it. Go and do as many freaking open houses and show up confident.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't know shit about the house, guess what? We can Google it. We'll figure anything out. Or if you don't know, just let them know. We don't know. Let me
Yeah.
get back to you. Speaks volume. But going and showing up and doing it consistently. My morning routine is consistent. I come to the office, it's consistent, So just I feel like that's like the most important.
Yeah.
Forget the scripts. You don't need scripts. You don't need all that stuff.
An organic flow.
You just need to do.
Do the work. Yeah.
You need to just do. That's it.
So I want a random question on our list of questions. What do you guys do on downtime? What's your fun? Like to
Disneyland.
decompress from all the craziness in real estate. What is the fun stuff? So Disneyland for
I
you.
love to go to Disneyland. That's my therapy.
I love it.
Yeah, I forget everything as soon as I'm on Main Street. Popcorn and fun.
Ooh.
Yeah, I tried Disneyland with Anna.
Did you have the
Ask her
patience?
how
Did you have
that
the
worked
patience?
out.
She ruined my day. I just
Oh God, it is not the happiest place on earth for
She
me.
doesn't like it.
It is awful.
Why?
I don't know. There's just a lot of people, and it's just not the happiest place for me
No.
at all. No, maybe when my kids were younger,
Mhm.
loved it.
'Cause their
Because
faces light up.
they're
and-
excited.
Yeah, exactly.
But-
my face lights up.
Yeah, mine too. I love Disneyland.
Yeah, well, not a fan.
Okay, so
Yeah,
what
I
do-
love
so what
people,
do
but
you
not
do?
But what
Disneyland.
do
But
I-
yeah.
Well, I just sell more real estate on downtime. I honestly do. Like I love this job so much. I could legit be on my boat wakeboarding and still have a conversation about real estate. I can go to a concert, a music festival, enjoy because I love music. but I always am talking about real estate, my job, because I love it. Like it's in my blood.
Mhm.
But for downtime, I mean, everything I do during downtime, whether it be going to church, anything, I always incorporate it in my work. So
Mhm.
I don't ever turn real estate off, ever. I'm constantly eat, sleep, and breathing this because I'm so passionate about it.
I love it.
So I don't believe that there isn't any downtime. Shit, even when I dream, like I've got an aura ring, even when I dream, it'll tell me, dude, dreaming about real estate, like transactions, whatever. Like it's crazy. Maybe borderline psychotic. I'm not sure. Need some medication, but yeah, I mean I enjoy people. Anytime I can be around people.
Just not Disneyland.
Not
Yes,
Disneyland.
not
Fuck
that many
that.
Not the people at
No.
Disneyland.
Don't give me those Mickey ears. Not
I'm gonna
interested.
buy her some just in case. Halloween ones right there.
Oh God, no! Please don't. No,
That should be your costumes for Halloween. You should
I-
do it.
we already have ours.
Yeah, we already have our
Ooh.
Halloween costume.
Yeah.
Wait to see this.
Yeah, it's not themed,
It's not.
or maybe it is.
No, it's not.
No,
No,
I like
They
themes.
don't- they
I
don't
don't
go
know why
together.
they're fun.
it is. We should have thought of that, but no, we unfortunately picked costumes.
I don't
independently.
usually do holidays.
That's
very
true.
well.
I barely got her to agree to do one this year.
Well, I'm glad you're doing it. I
Yeah.
wanna see.
Yeah, so I don't
Better
know.
go
We'll
all
see.
out since you never do it.
Yeah, this is gonna be crazy. I think last year I showed up in a pajama.
You
A mummy
did,
pajama. God, I was so comfortable. I drove to Arizona in that
Oh,
Halloween
that's right,
costume.
you did. I remember. I do
Oh my
remember.
God. Anyway, no, this is totally fun, guys.
Absolutely.
You got question number 7?
No, I mean I can go on. We can talk about anything else. I don't care.
I'm sure that's like
No.
I think
Yeah.
we're good. I think we covered a
Yeah.
lot of the stuff we wanted to cover. So
Super
Yeah.
fun. Well,
appreciate
thanks
you
for
ladies coming
inviting
in.
us
Yeah.
to
Having you guys
the main
here.
pod.
The main pod.
Yep,
Yeah.
every Thursday is the goal. So
Awesome.
hopefully next Thursday we'll have another one. And new
Share,
people and-
follow, talk
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That's what we do.
Yeah,
So awesome. Well, thanks for the opportunity.
I know. Hope you invite us back.
Yes.
definitely.
Yeah.
100%.
I want to hear more of these crazy stories. Next time I'll have the printout like of all these text messages.
I know, in the back.
See, like
I've got
this
'em here.
conversation was
Green screen it.
I've got them all
oh
here.
my goodness.
Literally, you can go down. I don't know how appropriate this is to read over this, but
No.
it's
We're not gonna do.
it's
very bad. So,
But-
but anyway, thanks, guys.
Thank
Yep. Thank you so much.
Yay.
Bye.
Bye.
Are we done?